we vibe at dawn.
My main life goal is to have a ball in life. Just make sure I'm out there having a good time. And if I'm happy with myself, then I'm doing it right. I want to be an example of I just did what I wanted to do and I'm happy with my life. You know what I mean? I won't have like a very lavish lifestyle, you know, not making $400,000 a year. Here's our living room. It's all Joey's stuff and just a blanket. Got a nice closet bathroom in here. This is usually our recovery station, as I like to put it. I don't have to describe what that means. Luckily, we are very fortunate. We have our own basement. So this table, we're going to paint it soon. We play a lot of games on it. I'm sure you can guess what those are. But yeah, we have a sick basement, and I love that we have it. It's cool. It's neat. Sad fact about that, my uncle made that June, it was my grad gift, and he died in December that year. So it was like June, May, something like that. Most of my outdoor equipment's right here. So, you know, you're talking about outdoor stuff, but the hammock that I used, backpack, sleeping bag, all that stuff. I just kind of throw it in here because that's the way you're supposed to leave a lot of your stuff, actually. So, my mom claims I've been camping since I was about, like, almost right out of the hospital. Or maybe, like, 6 months later at the earliest. Like, pretty much. So, I was born October 23rd. And, like, my mom said, as soon as we can go camping again, you did. I've been camping, like, my whole life. My mom suffered from cancer years ago. When I was a child, it was really hard to understand. It was mommy's sick, you know? When I was, you know, a few years later, once, you know, like maybe like 10 or so, when she was still dealing with it and stuff like that, and you really start to get like the graveness of like what's going on. It was a little tough, but I had a very good support group and just like believing in my mother, you know, just like, oh no, she'll knock it out, you know, she'll do it. She did it, you know, she's out of all the people that get melanoma across the world, 5% survive. It was definitely wild. It's going back and thinking about it is worse than like living in it because I was a child again and not understanding what was happening back then. It was almost nice. It really points out what bliss feels like.
If you really want to know like how I just generate my philosophies, you just deal with it. So like situation happens, you deal with it. You know, it's just whatever cards you're dealt. You just kind of, all right, well, this is what I'm rolling with, so you roll with it. You don't really give a shit about it. You just kind of roll with it, you know?
There's always a positive to something. Well, usually. Everyone looks at things differently, and I understand that they look at things more negatively than I do. And it's just like, I could try and change it, but that's kind of narcissistic of me to say, like, think the way I do. No. I give them my ray of sunshine, and I'm sure that's enough for them, because, like, they want to live in that world. Like, granted, if they're trying to pull everyone else down, I usually have a problem with it. But, like, my friends that are a little bit more on the negative side usually don't try and pull people down that hard. So
we were vibing in kindergarten together.
Yeah, sat next to each other in kindergarten, and he showed me his lunchbox, and he looked at me and he said, "Casper." And it was like that ever since.
I remember just looking at you and just being like, we're best friends now. That's what I remember. But, you know, we were both 5.
If I see that, like, this negativity is really starting to, like, hit you hard, it's like, well, you know, I'll shoot you a, you know, good morning or something every morning just to make sure it's like, oh, someone does really care. It's something, you know, it takes 2 seconds for me in the morning to text my friends and go, hey, what's up? Good morning. Hope you have a great day today. It takes me 2 seconds. And, you know, I don't really know how that makes other people feel. You know, some people appreciate it. You know, they've told me that they really appreciate it. Some people haven't, but, you know, as long as someone's affected by it, I guess that's all that matters to me.
Dude, look how big this thing is. It's huge. This is a lime. It smells like a lime. Smell it.
Why?
I don't know.
No, it's not a fucking lime, dude.
It smells so good. I don't know much about plants. I just do a lot of hiking.
because I consider pretty much anyone I have a decent conversation with and like a friend. Because as long as no one does anything by me or, you know, like tries to shit on me, you're a friend. Because why not have more? Because if you don't have a lot of friends, you can always consider me a friend, even if we don't talk that often. If you want to talk to me, I'll talk to you. That's like the big thing. So the real important thing is just keeping that positive outlook as best you can, just to, you know, keep yourself moving forward.